Hello, and this is Talia again. I am reading The Struggle. I am on chapter 14. This is part 2. The longest part. Mrs. Grimsey, who answered Elena's knock, was the Fells Church librarian. Her house looked almost like a library itself. There were bookcases everywhere and books stacked on the floor. She was also the keeper of Fells Church, historical artifacts, including clothing that had been preserved from the town's earliest days. Just now the house was ringing with young voices and the bedrooms were full of students in various stages of undress. Miss Grimsey has always supervised the costumes for the pageant. Elena was ready to ask to be put in the same room with Caroline, but it wasn't necessary. Mrs. Grimsey was already ushering her in. Caroline stripped down to her fashionable underwear, gave Elena what was undoubtedly meant to be a nonchalant look, but Elena detected the vicious gloating beneath. She kept her own eyes on the bundle of clothing Mrs. Grimsey was picking up off the bed. "Here you are, Elena, one of our most nicely preserved pieces, and all authentic too. Even the ribbons. We believe this dress belonged to Honora Fell." "It's beautiful," said Elena, as Miss Grimsey shook out the folds of thin white material. "What is it made of?" "Moravine muslin and silk gauze. Since it's quite cold today, you can wear that velvet jacket over it." The librarian indicated a dusty rose garment lying over a chair back. Elena cast a surreptitious glance, I don't know how to say that, at Caroline as she began to change. Yes, there was the bag at Caroline's feet. She debated making a grab for it, but Miss Grimsey was still in the room. The muslin dress was very simple, its flowing material belted high under the bosom with a pale rose ribbon. The slight puffed elbow-length sleeves were tied with ribbons of the same color. Fashions had been loose enough in the early 19th century to fit a 20th century girl, at least if she were slender. Elena smiled at Miss Grimsey, led her to a mirror. And this will be coming up part 3.